Hi guys, hope you are doing well. So today in this video we will fetch all the database specific credentials from properties files. So just let's create the properties file first. You can give any name as you want, and extension should be properties. So I have created properties file. Just explain all the database specific credential in this property file. Then we will load this property file. Okay, so copy this and paste it here. I will give in a small character database name is demo. Guys, I'm going to use PostgreSQL. This is we are migrating from SQL to the PostgreSQL server, and here I'm going to use username and password, and host name is localhost. Next is port. 5433 is my port. Mention that DB URL. DB URL is this is the DB URL JDBC. Sorry guys. Okay. Next is username and password, right? So this is my Postgres username is Postgres, and Postgres password is okay. Okay, up to this we have mentioned all the database specific credentials here. Username, DB URL. If you are using another database server, then you can mention that URL here, like SQL server, right? And now what we will do, guys, we will load all these properties from this config.properties file. So first create a property reader that will load this config.properties file. Properties. I will create a method to load this property file. Setup, and it will take the file path where this config.property file is actually exist, right? Properties dot load file path, new file reader, and mention this surround with try catch. So what I did here, guys, I just load this property file, and this is the file path that we will give from this database handler class. Okay, so let's remove this. We don't require these variables no more. First create property reader. The object of this property reader class. Okay, sorry. Okay, now property reader dot setup. Now we have to give the file path. So what is the file path, guys? First mention the string file path. Guys, if you want to get the absolute path of your project, then we can easily extract by this system dot get property user directory. We can easily get the user directory file path. It will basically give the root directory of your project, right? It will give the root directory up to this, as you can see, C users document JDBC Pro, and next source main resources config.properties. So just mention src main slash. So now file path. Okay, so what it will do, it will load the file, this property file. Now get the database name, account name and all that from the config.properties file. So let's create another method to get the values, for the corresponding key, right? So public string get property. Guys, first we will check the value against that key is available in this config.properties file or not. So first puts a checkpoint properties dot get property, and is empty. If the value against that key is empty, then this will return true, and if not, then it will return simply false, right? So if the value for that key is empty, then I will let the user know that value is empty in config.properties file, right? If the value is not empty, I mean if the condition is false, this condition is false, then simply return the value of this key. Okay, and I also want to throw new runtime exception. If this condition true, I want to give runtime exception here. And also, okay, I also forgot to initialize this, I didn't create the object for this properties class. So also create the object for this. Okay, I think we are good up to this. Now come to this here, and why it's giving me error. Okay, now mention this. Now get all the credentials, database credentials from this config.properties files one by one. Simply, I will copy all these variables. Database name property leader dot get property. I'm getting this key. Yes. So just mention the key here. Database name. Change the property key. Account name is my host name. Port db URL. Username and password. Now I have declared all the required credentials to establish the connection from Java to the database. As we did for SQL Server, we added one driver for SQL Server. Same we will do for PostgreSQL as well. So let me open the browser first. Go to the Maven repository and type PostgreSQL. Go to this second link, and I'm going to use this 801 JDBC4 driver. And open the form.xml file. Add the dependency here. I think we are good. Now let's run this. Now you can see, guys, connection has been successfully created, and this should not be Postgres. This is PostgreSQL. So correct this as well. So guys, in future, if you want to migrate your application from one server to another server, what you have to do, you have to just change the credential and all that in this config.properties file. You don't require to change inside the code, right? This is actually the centralized property file. So that's the concept of using this property file here. So thank you guys, that's it from this video.